Well, greetings travelers, it's me, Kevin C, here with another Action Pants building adventure. So I hope you got those action pants on and charged up a bit. This is kind of a tricky one. So charge up, we're going to wait a few minutes, let some people get in so we can start. I'm going to go to a new area. But, as I always like to say, I hope whatever time of day it is for you and whatever it is you might be doing as you're watching this, well, I hope it's going good. Alrighty, so tonight we're going to build a large-scale kaleidoscope. This is obviously not one. This is just something pretty to look at for a minute while we see if anybody rolls in. Give a couple minutes. Hope everyone's having a good day today, doing DGFL. Doing good, feeling lovely. This is an unscheduled day, but I was hanging out with some folk this morning, Shin Banjo and Dark Hellboy, and they were both like, how did you build the large-scale kaleidoscope? And I was like, you know what? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to build one from scratch, so people could check it out if they were interested. Alright, it's been a long day at work. I haven't been home for too long. Been home for about an hour, a little under an hour, about 45 minutes. It was an interesting day, long day. Some neat people, which is always fun. Right now it's just me kind of chilling here with me. I'm going to wait for at least one person to show up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is 1 a.m. in areas such as Europe. So it is a little bit on the late side, but let's see if we can't catch a couple folk tonight. Alright, so while we're waiting, we'll pop a little history through of how we're getting to what we're getting to and what we're doing. Hopefully things are synced, or a couple of them might be. Alright, so this is a large-scale kaleidoscope. With a mixture of default scale items. Oh, no, YouTube is saying nobody's watching. Myself included. You gotta love YouTube, man. The randomness of random. Alright. So, the difficult part with doing one of these is the manual placement that is involved. But using the technique I've been using lately to get things, to get large, Bobby McGee, what is going on? Thanks for stopping in. How you doing? Caught me mid babble here, my friend. Alright, so again, we're going to build a large scale kaleidoscope tonight, but I'm going to kind of run through a little bit of you know, how we got to where we are, kind of explain it a little bit, and then, you know, anyone who's been watching on a relatively regular basis, thank you, Bobby, we'll be able to see and tell, you know, how I've made this. Okay, so, but basically, you know, the method I've been using to create the structures with the large scale wall, and we haven't gotten into floor stuff yet, but we will soon. I got to think about how to deal with large flooring to cut down on part count. But this is not, it's not difficult, but it's not exactly easy. Now I could cheat and just build it off of what I have here, but because I've got so much going on this build site, the render is very angry. So, as you can see here, this is just the backside, and this allows you to see, you know, the scaled version. Now, we've seen the smaller versions. We've seen, you know, the default version of one of these. Been doing them for a while now, and everyone out there has done a version of it. But because of our new wonderful build technique, we also have the ability to scale up everything, which is phenomenal. And, you know, I've been trying to deal with structural stuff before I actually do with decorations. Dark Lord Zelric, what is going on? How are you? Looks like a ride. Well, in some ways. But the same technique I've been doing for the walls, I did for the kaleidoscope. I just had to think about it a little bit differently in terms of which way we're, you know, our glitch direction is going to be. So, oh, I'm gonna, Bobby. I'm gonna also do a very tiny one. So, because you can't snap a large-scaled item to anything at this moment until somebody figures it out, you know, we're kind of stuck with either manual placement, or what I've been doing is a tether placement. To get, you know, my large-scaled parts where I want them. And as you can see here, it's relatively accurate. You know, is it 100%? No, it is not snap perfect. We can't get that, you know, with this at the moment. I mean, hopefully, hopefully some smarter person than I will go, hey, I stumbled across this. And of course, you know, here's a standard size kaleidoscope, which is out of sync. We can tell because all of these parts are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. The back side of the kaleidoscope is all sorts of warbly, and it is not in sync. It is not symmetrical, which means that neither is this one, I'm willing to bet. Now, before I did the large-scale kaleidoscope, I did this door, okay, both horizontally and vertically, which then, you know, the little light bulb in my tiny little brain went off, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. If I can make this shape, what's to say I can't make that shape up there? So, I was like, you know what? Let's make one. And we did, and the first one was horrible. It was definitely not symmetrical. But I redid it. I left my old stand. We can tell we're out of sync, and this is why I'm going to try and find another. Uh-oh. I may not have a place here. Corey, what is Corey? Pleasant? Nope, we don't want pleasant. We don't want sweltering damp either. We don't want humid. We don't want passing toxic fronts. I know I don't want that either. There we go. Alright, so we're going to move to hopefully a more render-friendly area. And we will start this process. Again, this is not difficult. I'd say this is intermediate to... I'd say it's intermediate to advanced glitching, if we were to put it in a category type of that sort. It all starts with one of the perfect circle methods. Lately I've been preferring a particular one. And you'll see it obviously because we're going to be building this thing. So you have to start with the perfect circle method, one of the perfect circle methods, depending on the amount of parts you want to put in your circle, okay? And I know this is really loud, so I'm going to have to repeat myself, but Shazam. All right. How am I doing? I am doing, you know what? I don't like saying it because every time I say it, some dumbass happens in my life, and I'm like, damn it. But yeah, I'm doing all right. Had a good day at work, but at the same time a bad day at work because I was in a client's home and she was very pretty, but I could not like ask her out because that would be unprofessional. And I'm not allowed to do that sort of thing. So she was very nice and we seemed to be getting along very well. Anyway, but I got to work with one of the awesome co-workers that I work with, and it was an interesting day. I got to do more than just you know, mount a TV on the wall, although we did that as well. But I got to set up you know, some other stuff, which was fun because I do a lot of, you know, we do a lot of, you know, wall hang. It's a very, very common. This isn't going to be flat, is it? No, it's already, I can see it's pitching up, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so as much as that, well, you know what? Screw it. I don't care. It's a kaleidoscope. Does it have to be straight up and down? No. Inside Vortex, what is going on? Thank you for stopping in. Good to see you, bud. Now, do I want to go straight off of this, or do I want to go more in line with that ring set over there? Or do I want to just like build some stuff and not worry about it? Let me just take a look around, see what we got for horizon deal. You know what? I don't like this spot. It's too bright. And I don't like the color of the sky. This changed with the update. Alright, bear with me. I can't build an environment I don't dig on. Shiza. Manuel, save us. Thank you. Anyway, so I'm assuming that anyone in chat who is building knows a perfect circle method. So if you want, and you want to do this as I'm doing it, you can jump and skip ahead by starting a vertical perfect circle. And I would go with the 30 whatever, however the numbers go, I always forget. I know it's an even number though. And I'm tired from work, so this might be interesting on how well this goes, but it should be fun either way, I hope. Or it'll be completely boring and you'll be like, why the hell do I subscribe to this guy? I just don't get it. But anyway, all right, so you know what, I can just sort of, I know this planet is clogged with my stuff. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Inside Vortex, you may go and do that with this if you want to. It will take you a little while, and I will definitely be like, damn dude, you deserve props. Because once you see the process, it's just, you know, it's a little labor intensive, you know, to do this. This is normal scale, by the way. This is just the base teleporter is, or base terminus rather, excuse me, is large scale, but everything else is not. You know what? Let's go build on a pretty area. I'll go build in the same on the same planet as something, because these are low part count things. You know what? I love this planet. Let's go here. Alright, we'll just build another base somewhere. No one ever visits this thing anyway. I just won't upload this one. I'll keep that one as my upload for now. Or I could build it somewhere near it within, you know, my base radius. 96 is your cutoff. Yeah, 30 whatever is my cutoff. Every kaleidoscope I've ever built up until this one I just built for this update has been a 16. I just try to make it look like it's more than that. You know what I mean? But the base of that is always a 16. Or whatever the number is in the biodome, which I want to say is 16, but I could be mistaken, and more than likely am, because I don't pay attention to that sort of thing. But people would know, or anyone who farms a lot would know. Okay, so I don't care. There is storms here. It doesn't bother me. Because the nighttime here and a kaleidoscope, I think, will look killer. Daytime is going to look kind of gross, but it'll have a nice contrast. You know, let's build it back here a little bit. Do I still have build permissions here? I do. Let's do it here-ish. Can I stand on this shroom? Yes, I can. Excellent. Alright. Look at that. Nice flat open area right here. Let's take this instead. Perfect. Yeah, I can't stand the daytime here, but the nighttime here is beautiful. And the transition, you know, between dusk and dawn and all of that is... shite. Is absolutely beautiful. Alright, so, alright, there's my build, which is, there it is. Okay. Now, do I want to plop a kaleidoscope right in the middle of that? No. Let's move forward or back a little bit. And plop down another base computer. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna something over there in the background. And plus this planet has the flying farty fish. Alright, perfect. I just need a... There we go. That should do just fine. And I'm going to probably destroy this at the end. Although, you know, I may keep it for a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, yes, yes. I love that new audio with the base computer placement. Alright, here we go. Strap in. We got some work ahead of us. Alright, working with large-scale pieces is a challenge at the moment. You know, it's fun, but it is a challenge. Johnny Rocket, what is going on? Thanks for stopping in. Alright. So, with this, you're going to want to gain a little bit of altitude. Damn it. Stop my muscle memory and my clumsy thumbs. If you have legacy parts, I would highly recommend using legacy parts. And that's so nice with free placement. I don't know why I've been doing what I've been doing lately. Well, let's start on the ground and build up. Waste time and parts. Incoming storm. Alright. Just what we wanted. Alright, we're going to bring this out a bit. And we're going to try to straighten out a little bit too. I think we're a little crooked. Yeah, all this stuff is, you know what, I don't care. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Let's just go. Alright, so, we're going to build this out a little bit, just to give us a platform to work on. And also, so when the storms hit, I can build up a little buildable storm shelter here. Where are you? You're over here nowadays, aren't you? Alright. Nope, 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 nope. Got a lot of grunty animals. That sound like I got indigestion or something. Indigestion. What the hell is that's not a word. Intonation's a word. Indigestion's a word. But that other thing I said is definitely not. Alright, so you're not going to let me do what I was hoping you were going to. There we go. Alright. And now we're going to give ourselves a nice vertical panel. We're going to flip a floor. Damn you. I'm still like fumbling in the menus lately. Granted, I haven't had as much time to build as I would like with my new gig. But I like my new gig, it's alright. It's a little tough on the bod, but we'll get there. You just gotta get used to it. But you get to meet some neat people along the way. No, I don't want it that way. Okay. We want to turn it the other way. I love, love, love the copy and paste, man. That is so great. Alright, and we should actually probably go out a little further, or we'll just go up higher, that's all. We can stay where we are distance-wise, but we're going to want to go a little bit higher. Because as the circumference gets bigger, and depending on what you're going to do, you know, you're going to need some room to move. Storm clearing? Hey, really? I never would have guessed. That's what you were going to say, Spacesuit Siri. And that looks good. Okay. Just because we know that things sometimes happen. So, let's start with our circle. We're going to grab our garage door. We're going to jostle this. We're going to revert. Oh, no, we're going to not do that. There we go. You know what? I don't trust myself on that one. There we go. Why did I just do that? I didn't need to do that. Getting ahead of myself. I just need to do that. There we go. Alright. Now, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring that back. Let's glitch that to this point right here. And let's start the process. While listening to grunty, groany, weird animals in the distance. Now we'll try to make this as speedy as possible. Because I'm sure most of you already know how to do this. But if you don't and you have a question during this, please feel free to just ask. If you miss something, you're like, hey, what'd you just do there? Della, maybe. And where Ezekiel, what is going on? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for stopping in tonight. Good to see you all. Hope you're all doing DGFL tonight. Doing good. Feeling lovely. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And actually, I'm about to go larger than I've gone before. 2. And 3. And one more will make 4. Quick, easy, and with legacy parts immediately. Whoa, hey. Even though it's got the weird flashy bit going on there. But immediately gives you a nice symmetrical weave, a nice look. It looks normal, it looks like it's supposed to. It doesn't look all wonky and folded over. Although this does have a few bits going on. But I think it's the lighting currently. Alright. Yes, again, I cannot stand the daytime here, but as soon as we see nighttime, you'll understand why I built. And it didn't look like this this harsh before the update. Dictaphone is also a word. That is an interesting word that does not get used anymore on a regular basis. Neither does Betamax. Alright. So, here we go. Alright, we got our perfect circle. Oh, good. We're getting into the... Like, this is some of my favorite time right now, and it gets that nice transition. Beautiful coloration here. Alright, now comes the tricky part. 1, 2, 3. And the all time consuming part, okay? We may not complete this tonight, and I may just start with a base one. Now, unlike before, where our light panel would determine the distancing of your race initiator, what's going to happen here is your floor panel is going to depict your distance. Alright? So you're going to think of your floor panel now as your light panel. You're not glitching to this, but it's determining your distance. Yeah, the nighttime here is gorgeous. Like beautiful looking. Now, if render was good, you'd see my flower right there, but it sucks at the moment. All right, what do we got here? 2, 4, 8. We got an 8. All right, I think the one I just built was an 8, so let's go with a 16, and let's see if I can even accomplish. Now, the more tines you do, the more you do, you know, the more likely one of your hand placement, just by, you know, odds, you know, you will be off. One bonus is, even on default scale, although I don't know about full scale, I didn't try that. You know, phase deletion and these parts, you could delete one at a time pretty easily. Is it just me or something? Nope, something's wrong here. We got to do this again. My apologies. I can see it right there. Although it does look cool, it is not perfect. And thankfully, this shouldn't take us too long to redo. Nope, I done messed something up somewhere. So we're going to start from scratch. My apologies. Please bear with. Although the lighting is a little wacky here, it is making the floor panel look a little funky in spots. It could just be that, but there was something wrong with the symmetry itself that I was noticing. In terms of, you know, how things were phasing through. And I just want to make sure that this is going to come out good. Betamax, yeah, it was better on a lot of levels. And there's, you know, there's a number of reasons why the technology never lasted, and why VHS took over, was the porn industry, actually. It was part of the reason. There was some others, but... Alright. Again, I apologize. Oh. That we have to redo this, but hopefully it will go by relatively quick. That already looks better. Okay. Wow, I love the look of this material on this planet. Oop, I didn't need to do that. And yep, I'm going to fall into Builder's Hush here, pardon me. I think I was off on that there. And I think this is too, hold on. Nope, that should be right. I knew it. Always that last piece. Gotta be a pain. Alright, there we go. That looks better. That looks much better. Okay, that's what we're supposed to have. Yep. Although, there's still something funky, but whatever. Alright, back to this. Alright, so, again, floor panels are going to determine your distance, as opposed to the light panels, which used to do it before. So I'm going to do 3 floor panels, because if we remember, the jump with the light panel is 3, so I think it's probably scaled up similar to that. So instead of the light panel, I figure a floor panel is about that. And I should probably turn on my torch at some point here. Alright. Alright, just going to do a little platform adjustment here. Alright, let's get, that should be fine, and let's move you, and, oh hey, that's right. And again, welcome everybody who's just joining. If you did not read the title of tonight's stream, we are attempting to build another large-scale kaleidoscope. And I will probably have to return just to take a quick look at something. No, 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 no. Damn, these freaking muscle memory, man. It's killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Alright, one more save and we are good. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate that. Only smash that like button if you're liking it. No pressure. Alright. That looks much better. That's the way it's supposed to look. I knew there was something wrong. I flubbed something, and and I knew I did. I knew there was. I had one positioning off. I could sense it, even before I finished. The Force told me so. All right, now the lighting here makes this look amazing. Look at that. Beautiful. Bonk. All right, now, once you have your circle, this is where you're going to experiment a little bit, okay? And this is where, okay, where is this going to land, in a minute. So you kind of have to start with sort of one, and then see where where the race initiator is going to lay after you glitch it in, okay? So, did I save? Yeah. Better to be saved than sorry. Ha ha. Alright. So, now we're going to do a lot of floor flipping. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with this, this top one. Okay, we're going to start at our 12 o'clock position. Now, there's a reason that I made sure that this floor panel is flipped towards me, okay, because how the paver is going to connect to this flooring. Instead of, looking at this backwards and, having a more difficult time. Try to have that paver facing you. Alright, so we're going to do our floor flippy thing here. And I'm probably going to get the direction wrong the first time, but we'll try. 'Cause, and in fact I did. Okay, so now it really doesn't matter, but you want to have them all the same. Okay, you either want them all facing this direction or all facing the other direction. Because the directionality of your part movement is going to be determined by our snap point placement that we will create. Which is that, if anyone who's been watching has seen me do a few times already. And if you haven't yet, well, you're going to see it soon. Alright, so, do I want it this way? Does it really matter? Not really. So, now, just because I don't want to do this again. And it never hurts to save a bunch of times. Now we need to get our scale set. Alright, so we're going to scale our wire, determine the color that you want. We'll go gray and black. Damn you, muscle memory. Yeah, I did it again. That's like, I want to bring up my parts. No, it's not up on the D-pad anymore. It is circle. Think I'd remember that by now, but no. Years and years of playing. Alright, so we got our wire, right? Okay. Now, we're going to grab our race. Oh, no, now we're not going to grab that yet, but I'm going to grab it just so we can have it. And I don't have to go back into the menu. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to copy your wire. Bink. Make sure it's turning, because that's important right now. And then you're going to find your center line. And good reference, okay? This part, the reference is good, but it needs to be good, but doesn't have to be. You know, you want to get it as straight as possible because this is your back end of your next wire. So, and it's going to help keep the part from twisting. Incoming storm? How did I guess that? And then you're just going to line this wire up and get it as straight as possible. And again, by using, you know, whatever reference works for you. You know, you can use the reference I'm using here. You can change, you know, obviously you can change positioning for other things, for using to glitch off of itself. Alright. Alright, sorry about that. Little slippage in my cranial gears. Alright, so now you've got this wire placed here, right? That's going to help anchor our scaled part. So now we're going to copy this. We're going to put it into the cache, alright? Again, square and triangle for those of you who do not know on PlayStation, or your toggle wire and edit build button at the same time. You should be left over with that cursor in front of you, or that reticle. You're going to drag that over, which should be your edit build menu cursor. Okay, drag it over to the wire, copy that wire. You should have a large connector now. Attach it to this wire, extend the wire so that you still have a large wire. So now you have full control over where that large scale part is going to be. And using your reference points, whatever they may be, and you could start, say if you wanted something to come from this angle, you would start, you know, from this angle and bring it somewhere, get it centered, then, you know, use this point as a reference for your ending, or this point, or this point, or this point. But we want center line. That's why I dragged my first guide wire down the center. So now what I've been doing, and it's going to be bloom hell, is you want to get underneath and you want to see that connector. You want to be able to look down the barrel of that electrical connector and see that pencil point right there. You're going to glide that forward. You're going to see the barrel of the connector come forward. You're going to back that off a little bit until it phases down. And you're going to go right up to about that line right there. And if you want, bring it further back. You know, go back and forth a couple times just to make sure you're comfortable with what you're doing. And you can actually kind of feel or see that kind of hit a spot. Like, sure, I'm just kind of bringing that in and I drag it back. And there it kind of just, it lands in there, sort of. Alright. Get your reference. Apply your glitch. Okay, so 3 floor panels is going to actually shoot me past where I want to go. If I want this as my center, so which is I do. You know, this is going to be, when we get this in a circle, as we know with the kaleidoscope, that's going to kind of start our sort of, you know, our central motion, and then we build off of that. Or there are other ways to do it, but for, you know, for simplified purposes, this is what we're going to do. All right, so I need to go up further. All right, so let's go up. You know, we'll go up one at a time. And this, again, you know, it's a new thing for me, so I'm still trying to figure it out. You can leave this wire here if you want. I would get rid of it. Actually, no. You know what? I would not. If I were going to do something else. But, yep, we're going to get rid of it for now, just so we don't get confusion with our electrical contacts. Alright, so we're going to get rid of all this. I'm going to retain this for now, because we're going to need it again. And I should have kept the block, but I didn't. That's my own foolish fault. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go 2 floor panels up. And see what we get. That's where it wants to go. That's where I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to mess with it. You be you, light floor panel. Alright. So, we'll do our wire bit again. And at this point, you know, if you're just experimenting with, you know, position, you could rush through this a little bit, you know. Just be like, oh yeah, not there, not there, not there, not there, not there. And actually, I should have deleted that as well. Is that normal? That's normal. Excuse me. Here we go. Where are you? There you are. Thank you. You get the idea, okay? You see where I'm going with this. You know, all you got to do now is do the rest of it. You know, that's pretty much it. You know, you're going to just continue this process until you get what you want. And, you know, you can add other parts in and do, you know, all kinds of funky stuff, as we know. But the basics, okay, to get you started, and, you know, again, figuring out distancing, you know, is going to be an issue initially, until we kind of see where this ends up. And I haven't done any, like, you know, counting stuff yet. Like, the one I just made, I made. I was like, all right, I'm going to go simple. This, I'm just doing, you know, 8 sides. And you know, I did it quickly without paying attention. I just wanted to see if I could do it, you know. And the downside here too is, you know, your lighting. You do have to trust your instincts a little bit with this, you know. I mean, you could, you know, go out here, just do something like that. But wherever you do, you know, but you can see here I'm a little twisted, right? So I'd have to adjust my wire because I can't see my center point. You know, now you have no way to reference your center line except for your phase, you know, and that's not always a true, you know, a true test. So I, you know, and again, I could come in here a little further, you know, find another reference point, but with the amount of bloom that is currently going on, you know, you can't look down the barrel during like a storm because, you know, all of a sudden for some reason your wires get brighter. Like that, you know, I can't see. So, you know, we're almost better off waiting for the storm to finish up or trying to find a, you know, another way to do it. Alright, where are we this time? Alright, so that's good. Alright, we got a good distance. We know this is going to make an interesting center. We could even bring it down one more just to create a tighter center. Right on, Bobby McGee. And Bobby, have yourself a good night. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for spending some of your time here with us. We appreciate it. Ba-da-ba-da-beep. And as we can see, we're pretty centered here. And now it's repeat, you know. So you're going to want to build. Are we still raining? That's right. You're going to want to get all of your setup done first, and then just go in and put in your pieces. This portion here is, you know, this is, all right, where do I want my, you know, my center? How tight do I want my center? You know, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's basically what's going on. And then you kind of have to, you know, visualize a little bit here and there of, you know, how this is going to go around and do what it's going to do. So I am debating. I think I might want to go in, and you could go in, you know, you could spend the time. You could go in like, you know, half. You know, cut this down a little bit because, as you know, as we do our jump. But I think for now, just because I like where that's hugging that one floor panel there, I think we're going to leave it at this. And we'll do a wide center to begin with. And then if we want, we can go in, I think. But you kind of want to get because we're working with a large scale part, you kind of want to figure out this portion and get it kind of concrete of where you want to be. So, you know what, just for time's sake, we're going to do this quickly and just deal with what we have here, okay? And we'll make one now. So I'm going to remove this because we don't need it here right now. We got to do our complete setup, and hopefully it won't take too long, but at least you'll get to kind of see the type of work that is involved in making one of these, and you can determine whether or not you feel like doing that kind of work. Alright, so we're going to go up 2 more. All the way around. I'm thinking I want to get, you know what? I'm going to be a pain in my own ass. Because I know that's going to be a wide center. Okay? And I want to kind of bring that in. So, I'm going to go gonna go 1. I'm gonna do 1. That's gonna be too wide of an opening. It'll have no effect. I'd have to figure out something to put in the center, or I'd have to, you know, bring some down, which I could. It actually might be neat. And then just use some default size. You know, I could do something like that. Ah, shoot. I'm going to have to take a break in a minute. I have no beverage upstairs. And I cannot work without my iced tea. Y'all know this. What do I need to build? 2 simple things. Well, 3 maybe. Iced tea, nip nip, and some form of, you know, munchy food. Alright. We're going to do that. We're going to get our save on, because that's always a good thing to do. And then we're going to start the process. Now, yes, I'm going to make this difficult for myself right now. But I have all the parts I need right here, so... Actually, you know what? I know what I can do. Here, you come over here instead. Let's move you over here. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta do that first. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna move you over here. We're gonna move you over there. You don't need to be here anymore. I'm gonna copy you. And I guess we're gonna just stay in this direction. So, you know, the best bet here would be to kind of run through get all this portion set up. Oh, you need to move down there though. There you go. And then, you know, start dropping in your parts. And I am not near my television. I'm doing this from distance, so I apologize. Come on. There you are. Thank you. Don't be troublesome. But we all know how to get rid of that problem, don't we? That's a nice easy thing to just kind of get done. Sorry, doing some stuff here. There we go. Much better. Alright, let's get to work. I mean, you could, you know, go all the way around and, you know, do that part first, however you want to do it, you know, I mean, whatever you find more efficient or pleasurable. But I'm kind of finding as I just kind of go through and copy drop in the part, hit edit, copy, and that keeps my light floor panel in the direction I need it anyway. You know, and then just do a nice copy. I copy that floor panel, adjacency, edit build, copy the short wall, drop that in, edit build, copy the light floor panel, which keeps me in the direction I need. You know, because as you go around the circle, sometimes you get that little stuck part that doesn't want to rotate the way you want it to. You just copy it in the direction you want. And doing this also helps to reinforce some new muscle memory. Wait a minute. Am I going the right way? Which way are we going here? And that way, please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm learning the language. It's difficult. My guttural noises aren't quite as deep yet, but I'm working on it. I'm going to talk to these critters here. Man, I wish... Man, you know... Life sometimes makes you wonder. Will Badger, what is going on? How you doing? Oh, you know what I didn't do yet? And I made it halfway. I need to do that. And I need to do this. And you all need to check this out. Because Will reminded me. Damn you. At the same time, my friend. Alright. Good job. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. It's alright, so here's my predicament. Alright? It's my predicament. I'm predicamating. That's not a word at all either, but I'm going to make it one. I'm in a perplexed predicament. And I don't know what to do. I don't. I'm confused. I don't know if I was misreading signals. I'm not sure. But I am now confused. Oh, shoot. Whatever. I just was stupid for a moment. What else is new? I have my stupid moments, followed briefly by less stupid moments, and occasionally a not so stupid moment. I'm perplexed, my friends. Hey, Catherine, how are you? Welcome. Perplexed, perplexed, I tell you. I mean, I was probably just misreading signals. That's what happens, you know. Alright, now we've got all that. And we're going to save again because, well, what's our motto? Better to be safe than sorry. A banana a day keeps depression away from your build falling apart on you. Alright, so we've got all that. We've rung, we've done our circle. Now we're going to do, and we've done our light floors, which is going to be what we need to put this in. And now we can just kind of bop around, drop these in real quick. He's saying, I'm hungry, man. I need food. But, man, my roommate was super cool tonight. Well, he's always super cool. He's a good dude. Got home. I was starving. Walked home to the smell of Chinese food. My roommate in the kitchen unbagging his feast. And he's like, you want some, bro? And I'm like, hell yeah. I'm going to take you up on that offer. But I'm still hungry. If you're ever really hungry and you want 1,000 of something, have a bowl of rice. Alright, now we got all that in there. Pez, what is going on, homie? You know it, homie. Got you. Got you. Plus, you make some pretty dope beats there. Alright, now that all that's in, what we're going to do is we're going to save. Always save after, a full run of something. Even if you've saved part way through 6 times and, it's save your last one. You'll thank me for it in the morning. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove everything except for our paver. So be very careful here. If you want, the only reason I don't leave in the light panel, and if you want, you can carry it out, but you don't really need to. It's basically just a short wall step to get, to this flooring. So, well, there is that. This is true. I don't know why that is. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But you're almost. We're going to get rid of all this here. Now, you can keep it, do whatever you want. I do what I want. But, to make your life a little easier in the next step of this process, you're going to want to get rid of this stuff. Everything but your paver. And you also want to smile. Because at some point you're going to get frustrated. So smile while you can. Now again, the larger circumference you make this, the more likely your first run is not going to come out perfect. Or, what we're going to call passable perfect. Alright? Since this is not snap placement, this is passable perfect. Which is almost a double negative in a weird way. Or not double negative, that's not a double. I said that the other night too and I knew I was wrong. I don't like the fact that there's... Oh, no, that's just lighting. Cool. I thought there was a gap. Right on. Alright, looks like we got everything. Yeah, yeah. We got all these down here. Yep, yep, yep. Alright, save again. We're going to get out of our build menu and we're going to save again. Alright, okay, now, more work. Didn't I just get home from work? Now we're going to do this portion. Now again, you want to go bigger with this? Go right ahead. You want to add in the next tine, which I'm tempted to, because you know me, I'm a lunatic. Yo guys, go get something to eat, man. You're making me hungry. You sound like gurgling stomachs out there. I'm hungry. Sorry. The noises that came from the background just hit me in a funny way. I apologize. I was talking about the gurgling noise, and there was definitely like a stomach gurgle noise there in the background. Alright. You're absolutely correct, Pez. Damn you. Damn you, sir. You are correct. Alright, I need a minute, please. Stare at this beautiful, weird pattern going on. Actually, you know what we need to do? We need to jump back, because I need to look at something. You know what? Do I need to really? Honestly, not really. I think we can. Joby Cummings, what is going on, my friend? How are you this evening? See, now, again, I'm just doing a basic version. There are all sorts of crazy ways you can alter this, okay? And I have yet, except for one time because I specifically wanted to, and I, went back and looked at something, I have yet to make one where the pattern is the same. Yes, they all have a similarity, but I've managed to be able to change up the pattern almost every time now. And now we're changing it up just because we're about to scale everything ginormous. The Gigantoscope. Alright, let's get working. Well, I need a break, but I'm going to do a couple and I'm going to take a little breather for a second. Because I need some iced tea. I need liquid beverage refreshment. Liquid refreshment. Actually, do I have any munchies tonight? I do not. Damn it. Well, I don't know if you consider a Nutri-Grain bar a munchie, but I suppose it'll do in a pinch. Alright. Work, work, work. Got some work. Doing work. Got home from work, and I'm doing another kind of work. We are. Really? And again, this doesn't need to be, exact. You can, I mean, you want it as close as you can get to center line, obviously. That is important. But in terms of, like, where this part ends up, where you attach to, personal preference. Wherever you're, whatever you're thinking you're doing within this pattern. Like, I'm putting these here specifically because I may add in another layer from here. You know, so I'm thinking of my snap point ahead of time. Like, all right, you know, if I can try to keep these lined up, then, you know, I can use that as a snap point. And because we're going from the bottom of the floor panel and not from the top, we're now, you know, pushing our part in the direction we need to, like the light panel would. You know, we're basically manually making a light panel, if you think about it, you know. You know, to put it into context from the original method of making a kaleidoscope, or as I was so honored in being named, you know, the APG engine. All right, so, you know, sometimes you want to go and kind of reset. And it's actually probably best, which I haven't really kind of tested this theory yet, but I have a feeling, is to start with it on the flat and pick it up and not transfer it from one to another. But I could be mistaken. The other thing, too, that you will notice, and we're seeing here right now, is, you know, the typical, you know, phase where one floor panel phases one way, another one phases another way. So see here, it looks like we're tilted, or we're at an angle, which we very well might be there. Let's try another. Tech support, welcome. Geez, welcome everybody. What a good turnout this evening. Got some builders in the house. Alright. So, something seems funky here. We are going to deal with it because, well, we have no other choice. I might redo this floor panel, but it just might be my angle of the dangle with the dongle. Yeah, just my view. It's my perspective. And if not, then we'll deal with it. You know, we'll figure it out as we go. But, yeah, see, one floor panel phases in one way, another does another way. So you kind of have to just kind of deal with it, unfortunately. But if you do need to start a wire, I would recommend starting from, you know, a flat position, not something twisted already. Like either from the floor or from your 12 o'clock position. Alright, now we're having an issue with lighting. And you're going to spend a little time moving your camera about, but, you know, it's sort of necessary, unfortunately. Dark Lord Zarek, man. The sensei. My sensei. Incoming storm. We beat you to it. I'm hoping that's going to be alright. Should be okay. Oops. Yes, this is a pain. And I might even go back and start again on a couple of them. For my own insanity. Uh-oh. Yep, I need to get indoors. Definitely need to get indoors. Damn it. Well, hello, strange creature who is trapped inside of my... No worries. Thank you for stopping in, Katrine. This is, you know, definitely the monotonous portion of doing this. But that's what happens. Of course, now I'm over here, now freaking the lighting's all changed on me. Got clouds moving in. Alright, we're gonna have to wait a second. We're gonna have to go somewhere else. Go back to it. I don't like doing that though. Alright, we're gonna give this a second here, because Ronnie Lordhammer, what is going on? Bobby, boy, get your butt indoors. Alright. I'm gonna need to go down and get some iced tea momentarily. I know I've said that before, but it's gonna need to happen shortly. I'm getting thirsty. And I must quench my thirst. So, you know what? I can actually go downstairs and talk and do all of this at the same time. It's pretty great. And we'll deal with the rain for a moment. And I'm sorry that this is going to be a sort of a boring sort of screen to look at, but I'll try and at least, you know, babble for a few minutes while we're waiting for the storm to clear, and I can see what the hell I'm doing. It's pretty darn cool how far I can take my controller away from my PlayStation and still have it work pretty well. Hey, storm's clearing, I'm getting. And we're almost done down here. Perfect timing. Alrighty. We've got our libations. Feeling much better about the world right now. But what I'm not feeling better about is not being able to see on that freaking floor panel that I need to be able to see in. What is going on, Trav? Welcome, USAF. How you doing? Alright. Are we at least a little better without the storm? Yep, we can deal with that. Although, you know what? I apologize. Now it's nighttime. We can't win with the lighting tonight. I'm having some Some issues with my lighting, man. Alright, this is going to drive me nuts. Yep, okay. Yeah, you wanted to do this. You did this to yourself, man. I'm doing alrighty, my friend. If you're referring to me and asking me, but... Alright, that's better for some reason. And again, this one doesn't necessarily need to be perfect, but... And I know this is not fun and exciting. I'm not exploring the galaxies and fighting space pirates and whatnot. But I do enjoy doing that stuff. That is fun. And all these new updates have been freaking awesome. Like, really, really good. Loved the last expedition. That was fun. Wish the sandworms were a little bit tougher to fight, but that's the FPS in me. Got the first person shooter action. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Predicaments. Life predicaments, I tell you. Yeah, perspective is, you know, trying to line up your references difficult. Definitely. Back at you, brah. Brah. Yo, brah. I love this game, man. It's so wacky and fun. Almost sounds like somebody snoring. Alrighty, Lord Hammer. I don't know how long I'm going to be. I do have to work tomorrow, so I just kind of wanted to get this basic bit out. But I will have the next 3 days off after tomorrow. I got to work tomorrow, and then I got 3 days off. And we're going to be building those days, my friends. Because, well, I have no social life. But hopefully this week, Monday or Tuesday, I'm hoping, I will have a car on the road again, scaring pedestrians all over the place. I tell you, not having a car for as long as I've not had a car has been insane. Can't even get basic life things done, you know. So it'll definitely be nice to have wheels again. See what I mean about the phasing on the floor bit? You know, we've dealt with this before. I'm just going to, you know, try for the best. You know, that's all I can say. I can't, you know, I cannot, nothing I can do about it. I've tried, you know, adding a floor panel behind. I've tried some other things, and it just, one, it was too, it didn't do anything. It just didn't seem to affect it. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to, of course, you damn shadow. I see you creeping in, messing with me in my building. Although, you know what I could do, if I wanted to be mildly intelligent. I mean, these are too late, but I'm doing it just for consistency. And because we don't need it at the moment. Brrr. But I thought it might help with not casting frickin' so many shadows. Hey, why didn't you think about that earlier there, guy, huh? You know, 'cause I wasn't thinking about it then at that moment there, guy. Yeah, see? Boom. Change and change and change, and as I go around, so, you know. And again, you know, it is what it is. You just kind of have to accept it and move on. Ah, shiza. Right on, Will. Why is it like every so often there's a freaking pain in the butt floor panel that doesn't want to get any sort of light to it? No matter what I do. Alright, here we go. That's a little better. Now, if I weren't streaming this, I would be taking considerably more time. But, to cut down on making sure I get enough sleep tonight, so I can go put televisions on walls tomorrow. And we got, I know, at least one 77-inch TV to go up on a wall mount. But thankfully it's not a very heavy television. Okay. Flirbida, derbida, derbida, berbida. Alright, we've got all of this done. Now, there's more! Alright. Do we want to go look at some inspiration and see what it is we're building, or do we want to just keep going with this? And I need a moment, like an actual moment, not just to run downstairs and grab some iced tea. But I am going to take a sip of that glorious, wonderful beverage. Arizona lemon iced tea. You're more than welcome to sponsor me. I always have a gallon of it in the fridge. But I am not sponsored by them. But the amount of money I spend on this stuff, it's not very expensive, and it's not very good for me. But boy, do I love it. And I don't drink soda. Not that's an excuse for anything else, but that's my beverage. Coffee, iced tea. In the winter, regular tea as well. And especially when you're sick. Because that's, you know. Did I save yet? Right. Sorry, I know I'm like lollygagging because I really am not looking forward to this next part. And I'm like, alright, I need a break. I just need a minute. Okay. We'll at least do one. Why did I just do what I did? That made no sense. Oh yeah, muscle memory. Alright, so now we have to actually add in this part finally. And get our first ring. Now, if I were to do this not on stream, because this would take frickin' forever and would be boring as hell to watch, is I would start doing every one of my layers right now. I would put in all of my framework ahead of time, all my scaffolding I would do. Okay, I would figure out, you know, like we did in the beginning on my 12 o'clock position, you know, where, you know, each one of my layers for the scaled portion. You know, we can add in some default size within it, you know, but that's easier to do. We're already set up for that. There are some things that you're going to need to take into consideration doing that, though. And we'll either get to that tonight or in part 2 of this, where we elaborate on the base circle. Okay, this is just the basic. This is, you know, how to get this idea rolling, you know, how to make it work. And yes, it is manually placed, so there will be issues. You will have to either, you know, figure out which direction you're off in and redo those, you know, but you can keep your back glitch point, so you have that, your connection point, your attachment. You know, so you don't have to redo that, but, you know, you may have to delete that one race initiator or two, you know, but you'll see, you know, and you can just delete that one and not, you know, you won't have a chain reaction. Alright, let's get to work again. I thank you for letting me not do anything on screen for a moment. I'm just like, okay. Because I know if it doesn't come out good, it's just like, all this work and I got to do it again. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We need a part. Where's our part? There it is. Alright. I thought I had it. So again, you already laid your wire, you got your color set, you're going to copy that wire, you're going to connect, and then you're just going to drag it on out. Find your center line, which with bloom can sometimes be easier said than done. Get your center line, bring it up, phase it through, pull it back until you get, you know, what you consider to be, you know, your reference point. There are many reference points. You can do this any way you see fit. Obviously, if I bring this in, you know, it's going to be tighter to that set of floor over there. I could use that, but the bloom makes it difficult to see. I could use the point in here, but then again, you know, you don't know if you're right on a line. So I have found at this point anyway that having that phase through right there, bringing it back until it gets to, you know, right about there, I can, you know, I know it's hitting that line, get my center line set up, and hopefully not waste a bunch of time lining things up, and glitch. And there's our first part. Now, it's just, you know, lather, rinse, and repeat. And I would recommend going in a clockwise fashion as to help keep track of what's going on. But again, that's up to you. If you have a better way of doing it, by all means. And then tell me. If there's an easier way to do what I'm doing, and I haven't figured it out yet, then damn ya, let me in on it, please. And lather, rinse, and repeat. Now yes, this gets a little blindy after a while. But you can, you know, you kind of tuck yourself behind the line. Now, if you wanted this to cut through this, you know, obviously, you know, this circle here, and have that be integrated into it, sure. You know, by all means, bring it back. You know, do it from the other side. However you want to do it, you know what I mean? I mean, I probably wouldn't leave these floor panels in there, just because they're going to block certain things, but all right, 1, 2, 3, so we need to do 4. So we did 12, 1, and 2 o'clock. Well, not really, but sort of. So we did 1, 2, and 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're on 4. Okay. Connect. And see, this is why, you know, I like this particular reference point, because I can usually find it you know, on most angles I can see it. Center point's always the tricky part. But, you know, with this, it's all of it. You know, this is notorious for needing to be 100% symmetrical, you know, in order for it to truly work. And while I've gotten lucky once, I don't know if I can repeat it, so we'll find out shortly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And have I told you guys yet tonight in this stream that you are all awesome? If I have not, I just did. Incoming storm. Uh-oh. Yep, I know, buddy. We gotta get inside. I feel you. Alright, how many we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Where am I? Damn it! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, alright, here we are. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on 7. Captain Angelic, welcome back. Excellent. Alright, 7, right? Is that what I just said? Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that would be considered perfect timing, my friend. And yes, this is definitely Builder Hush moment. And I apologize for the lack of music or entertaining background. Soon, hopefully, or soon-ish. I have some other priorities I have to deal with first in order to deal with that. But it is definitely in the future. And there may be a second channel coming soon. Non-video game, movie related actually. With a friend of mine. We were discussing something the other day at work, and we may do something about it. Yes, time consuming, my friends. Time consuming. But if done right, no can defend. Oh, wait a minute. That's totally the wrong context for any of this. If done right, can be really pretty. Ahaha, you bastardo. Flurgen Sturgen. I don't even know if I'm gonna write freaking damn it. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna try and see if we can catch this going in. That's one of the downsides too. You gotta, you gotta be able to keep track of where you are. You're gonna realize, I mean, as we always do, that you're not gonna get every glitch, and if you can, you're freaking awesome. And again, how are you doing it? Show me how. So, just you gotta have some patience. I'll tell you, man. I've learned patience over the years. I still, like everyone, I get impatient at times. I'm only human, but I definitely have a lot more patience than I used to, that's for certain. This game has taught me some of that, believe it or not. Sometimes you just gotta say, fuck it. That's a movie quote. Anyone, anyone, anyone. And no, that's not from Bueller, by the way. And also, I'll throw in another one. It's an older movie. You may not get it. DG, what is going on? How you doing? DG and Pez sharing a freighter. Alright, come on, buddy. Last one. Last one. Alright, here comes the moment of truth. Oh, look at that. It's like a butterfly. Alright. How did we do? I don't think we did well. I have a feeling. I think it's not going to look good. I think we've screwed up somewhere. I have this weird feeling. Manuel knows. He's going to show us in a second. Come on. Suspense is killing me. Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. Oh shit, that actually looks pretty damn good. Yep, that don't look too shabby. And that, my friends, is one giant kaleidoscope. Wow. While it is not perfect, it is definitely passable. And now you actually don't really need this anymore. Really. I mean, what I'm going to do here, and we've got it saved, so just so we can kind of see a little bit more on this side as well. And we can do layers. They'd be very difficult now because you would have to, you need to see through. And yes, I could throw in that, that missing tine. I could get that prepped. But for all intent and bloody purpose, there you got it. One large-scale kaleidoscope. Base model. Now you can start, you can do anything from this point on. You have the idea, you've got the structure, you've got the scaffold, you've got, all kinds of possibilities, from this point. The floor tiles with race boosters. I could. I wish those snapped. I could create snap points for them. Damn you, DG. Why'd you make me think of this? Alright, so... Oh, wait a minute. I know how I could do this. Alright, so, what we're going to do now is... Do we need these? We have a save. We're good. Let's get rid of these for now. Scared coach. I don't know what's gonna happen. All right. Nope. It needs to go the other way. So I would have to flip that. Alright, so BFD, let's do that. Okay. Damn it. I got a better idea. Haha. So there you have it. I got lucky, and on our first try here, well, it's not technically, I've already built 3 technically. First one, which didn't come out so good. Second one, which we've seen, and now this one, so 3. Alright, now, because of where we have some stuff, we're going to run into a deletion issue. Alright. So, if we go center line here, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, we're gonna have to reload because I gotta, I might be far enough away here. But see, I don't want to be, I want to be closer. But that, therein lies part of the problem, okay? Alright, let's do 1 before we set up a whole thing of stuff. Right now, we're going to use our light floor. And we're going to I guess go in that direction. We're going to imagine where the center of that... Now, do I want to do a scaled version? If we were going to do a scaled version... We're in the wrong spot. For starters, we'd have to move some flooring around. We'd have to rewire. But you know what? Just for ha-has, and this is why I set up that other glitch point where I set it up. Alright, so it does need to be the other way. That's what I thought. Okay. So we need to turn our glitch point. We need to go upwards with it. Okay, so let's get rid of you for right now. I knew that was going to happen, but yet I did it anyway. How am I going to do this? So we're going to have to go through like that. Now I could do normal ones just with some light panels, but let's try a scaled version and see if we can't get away with it. Sorry, I'm thinking. We know how difficult that is for me. Bear with me, please. I'm going to do a quick test. I can't see crap. Damn it. Shoot. Yeah, I know, bud. I'm feeling it too. Alright, this is going to be a pain. Doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo, boop, 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 boop. Hey. I don't think I can get. There we go. Do you feel like messing around with the camera for hours on end? Well, have I got a build for you? Pardonnez-moi. Just doubling up. Damn it. There you are. I'm guessing there's an incoming storm. Yeah, this would be, well, we're seeing it. Relatively nightmarish. Why is that? Yes. Alright, we're gonna probably have to come a little closer, but looking pretty nuts on though. Yeah, that would be difficult because we would be limited to, and this is where some of this becomes problematic, okay? As you scale things up, you are limited because, you know, we're manually placing now. We can't snap something here. So what we're limited to is how many I can put here. Now, I could hand place these in by copying this one here, which is now in a vertical, you know, and flat, you know, the way we want it. Now I could just copy this, slide it over. If I were to try to do what we're doing now, we would be limited to, well, let's see here. One, two, and then, so that takes up three spaces, right? It's about 3 spaces wide. So our next one would have to be here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it'd be 8. I think it needs to come in a bit more. I think if we can get a floor panel a little bit closer. And then also what we would need to do is remove, yeah, so that would have to be something that would be put in last, and by that point, Storm clearing. Yeah, okay, great, awesome. And I like the height of that. It's actually pretty good. But it does need to come in. What time am I looking at? Oh yeah, it's about time. Got a little bit more time, and then next time we'll get into, you know, elaborating on this. So we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to bring it in one more step. But we got to be careful because collision bubble. I'm actually thinking 2. But here's where we have our issue now. Can I effectively delete this or move it? I can. Okay. Now we're going to grab our wire again. That is so funny. Oh, wait a minute. Am I being an idiot right now? Hold on. I need to think about this for half a second. So that's facing out this way. So if I were to do... No, because that's flat. I wonder in the wire that comes out this way. What can I use? Can I use a floor panel more effectively here? How can I do this? No, I can't use the floor panel more effectively because as soon as I attach that, it's going to go and do its thing. But I would already be at an angle with the connector, which means I could just connect to that. Can I draw out from a small to a large? I can. Okay. So that means if I use a floor panel, I can connect onto that, drag it to the floor panel using the lines on the floor panel for reference, right? I just need a floor panel that is facing what direction? Needs to be facing this direction, correct? So hypothetically and just for fun, if I just do this, no, wait. And then, what do I have for reference here? Perfect. Okay. So if I do that, I do that, I do that, and I do that, then you do something weird. Are you phasing in? Yes, you're angled. Why? Why are you angled? Alright, never mind. That looks like it's work. Alrighty, I guess we'll do what we gotta do. Now for this, I think we can get away with a little finagly. Ah, shit. Wrong spot. A little less perfection, but let's see. Do, 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 do. Ah, son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's really getting confusing. Where am I? Ah, son of a biscuit. Better? That's a little better. I mean, the symmetry is decent. So, yeah, that might work. But, you know, you have a base circle going. There's a ton of things you can do with this, you know. And even this one, is a bit different than the last one. But, see, we got something going on here. See see right in here. Could be the lighting. Could be my perspective. But, you know, all in all. Alright, any questions? Anything at all? Any questions, comments, concerns? Alright, you know what? We're here. I don't really have time. Damn it. Alright, let's just look at what we have and enjoy it for a moment. Keep this idea in our back pocket for next time. Right. Fixing this damn platform. Yeah, I don't care. Just there we go. Give myself a little bit of room to get away from that and see stuff. There we go. Yeah, it was perspective. And there it is, one more time as we've seen it. Yeah, these suckers for some reason are pretty darn mesmerizing. Alright folks, there you have it. Thank you again. I really appreciate you coming in to check this out. If you should have any questions about this, always feel free to ask in chat. Or if you know how to get a hold of me in Discord, hit me up there. But I think most of you get the idea. And are also just going to now take this and, you know, use this method and technique of, you know, we'll go back before I leave to my, you know, to the other R&D, you know, for just for referencing. But again, for hand placement, you know, that's not too shabby. We're going to get a little bit of a warble, I think. But that's okay. Yeah, even I get surprised sometimes at my own silliness. I'm just, I'm watching it. I'm looking at different parts and seeing if, where the symmetry might be off, how bad it's off. Is it worth, rebuilding, or can we keep this and just call it a day? And from what I'm seeing, I think we're okay. The patterns, and I love the new animation on the lighting, like that little cut, at the edge there. That's really neat. You can add in regular size. You can start adding in different parts. Cut up. Add in your. Add in the orange color. From the extracraft bays. All kinds of silly stuff you could do. Let's head back to our other area. How you doing? Right here. Now, I think with the race initiator, I may just use the standard size and try to blend it in a little bit. But I do like the thought of that very large version. One more day, then 3 days off. One more day, then 3 days off. Ooh, I'm trapped. Interesting. Wow, it's crazy sounding. Alright, we're gonna get out of there and we're gonna go do it another way. We'll go somewhere else for a second. And we'll go up to the Nexus. Wow. Alright, so yeah, warping to that base is gonna be problematic. That ain't happening. Sucker, you wanted to go there? I don't think so. I forgot I'd used all those in that. Although it did make a neat sound. Kind of irritating in a way, but still kind of cool. Alright, so unfortunately what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go up to the Nexus. But I did want to stop here because I haven't seen here in a while. Perfect timing too at night. Forgot how cool this thing was. Alright, sorry. Lollygagging. Oh, I was paying attention. I looked over and darn it. I flew right into it. In a worst case scenario, if this still takes me where I think it's going to take me, I just don't know if this is going to take me to the exact same spot. Because I totally forgot about the placement, for the first placement one. I wasn't thinking. I was just thinking swirly bit. But I have a feeling it's going to throw me right back in the middle of all this crap again. I was hoping it would not, but... Shit. I didn't even think about this. Well... Hindsight is what? I know how I can get here without this problem and then save. Thankfully, Della's got a base in the system. Fuck. Yep, okay. It's a minor... It's a setback. Little setback. Shoot. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I didn't even think about that. fork. Oh no. Oh, what was I thinking? I wasn't. That's the problem. Alright, so something to keep in mind when using multiple friggin' base terminus, how you're using them. And I just lost sound. Oh. Shoot, where's hers? Damn it. Oh, it sounds getting really weird though. How the hell am I going to get there? Damn it. Alright, where would that be? Where is her featured space anomaly? No. Recents? Yeah, my sound's gone weird. That's a good question, tech support. I will give that a shot if I can't find, Of course, like it was showing up all the time. Now it's not showing up at all. Oh, Aptar Kaba, I need to get there. Fork. Alright, we'll give that a shot. I'm sorry. This is not fun. Where's my settlement? That's nowhere near that, is it? No. Alright, here we go. Again. Yeah, my sound's wacky. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, you gotta love this game. Excuse me. Alright, so that was my other choice. Jetpack as you're going through. Alright. Oh well. And I'll have to make plans to get back here. So, you know, with that technique, you know, you do this, you do that. We're going to be out of sync here. You know, and then, yeah, let's reload. You know, all that, you know, all this placement, just, it's all about, you know, that tether point, you know, and having a bit more control over where you're putting that scaled piece, you know, and looking down the barrel of that connector, you know, for your reference points, you know, your center line and wherever. Just, for me, it's been working pretty well. And hopefully, you know, it will help you do some stuff as well. You know, yes, can you manually place it in? Sure. I mean, you know, and do it like that. Yeah, it takes a while. You're oftentimes really twisted. I found this so far to be, yeah, right, tech support. Name it the escape hatch. Alright, let's see if we're back in sync. Yep, there we go. Alright. But see how I've added in all the rest here, you know, just using, you know, default, you know, all this in here. This set of race initiators here and here. You know, that's how all of this was done. You know, all the placement of these large-scaled pieces. You know. And I started, I think I figured that some of this out in the city, you know, where it really helped me out. When I was doing, I think, the garage, and then something else. You know, again, the whole thing is just that little bit more control over that part. You know, nice and flush. You know, nice, evenly spaced. Nothing looks, you know, wonky. Using your, you know, just keep your floors, you know, for your height, your ceilings and everything. Keep that as your basis. Still freaking wonky, damn it. You know what? Freaking reloading again. I want to see that the way it should be, damn it. Before I leave. I wonder if it has to do with the fact that it's closed, like you can't see it. I wonder if I open the door and save, if that would make a difference. I'm curious. Yeah, that nearby base idea is not a bad thought. But in terms of visiting, I'm gonna have to put like a message module. Jump! Jump or suffer the noise and confusion. That is the interior of this kaleidoscope. Alright, you better. Damn you. Damn it. You really do not want to sync up in here, do you? trying you again. Now I know it does. Ooh. I could do a ring of them. Alright, one more time. I want that thing to come in clear. Darn it. Darn it. Flurba-da-durba-da-burbala. Fumbling, bumbling, mumbling, stumbling, grumbling. But I stay humble, man. I don't know. Staring into the black abyss. Only the spinning wheel. Okay. Aha-ish. Better. There we go. That's not bad. I need to invert one as well. See, that's what I wanted as a teleporter, but I forgot I put a bunch of small ones, regular sized ones, in that kaleidoscope. See, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to invert one. I do because of that ring, that outer ring. I could bury it a little further. You know, pull it back a little bit more, because this is actually put in from the back side. So I could bring it out a little bit more, and maybe, but see, and then that cuts into the light. Either way, you know, we got the base, so we have to kind of contend with that. But I dig how this kind of looks, you know, because of that phasing, you get, you know, a little break in the animation. So you actually get to see some of that a little bit more, you know, and it looks, and because of that optical illusion, it looks like it's, you know, being pulled into that, you know, into that area there, you know. So if you look from the back side, I had to bring this up and then lay a floor panel down, or actually it was like two. So I brought this up like 2 height and then a floor panel. But you know, even that looks neat. Yeah, I mean, all kinds of fun you can do, you know. We just, I mean, this is, I know it is a bit repetitive. We have seen the kaleidoscope, you know, but with this new build mechanic, all of a sudden, like, newer things are possible. You know, I couldn't make this before. That's an enlarged, you know, terminus with, you know, defaults on the, you know, kaleidoscope portion with enlarged doors. You know, I mean, yes, we've seen the doors. I mean, we made them, but, you know, with this new build mechanic and all the new fun stuff, you know, we didn't get them that big. We saw Ash doing it and Kibbles and, you know, Blender people, but not on console. You know, so. And then, you know, the Dark Hellboy and I were discussing this, and he did a version, I did a version. I'm kind of working on this thing over here. Not sure what it is. Yeah, I'll clog this build up for a little while and then probably delete it. Alright, I think we are at a decent time. But yeah, I mean, just all of the enlarged stuff like these, you know, just using that tethering technique, you know, and taking it, you know, and putting it at an angle and thinking about where your snap point is in the direction for the part, you know, that you've enlarged. And you know, experimenting, throwing parts around, you know, plain and simple. We've said it a bazillion times. Well, not, you know, literally a bazillion times, quite a bit. And yes, while these are yet again kaleidoscopes and whatnot, you know, I'm also in the buildings. You know, you can do this with buildings and all kinds of other, you know, interesting possibilities. But having that extra bit of control over that enlarged piece by creating that, you know, snap point for yourself and placement, you know, really, really helps. But, and again, you know, look at the animations now are completely different. You know, if I went back to another one that I built, you know, before this build mechanic and the changes, and even, you know, including some new additional parts, like you know, and before in the old build mechanic, I couldn't come in here, grab this. Actually, I can't even grab it. I'd have to grab it from somewhere else. But if I brought up one of these light floor panels before, I wouldn't be able to attach it here. It wouldn't snap. Now I know, you know, I've done it, so I know it will. But, you know, this kaleidoscope, you know, these parts here, the spinny parts in the center, you know, it's a brand new part. You know, this part here is a brand new part. Different, you know, design, different shape, different kind of art direction. You know, these floor panels, which, thank goodness Dark Hellboy frickin' clued me in, man. I still can't believe I didn't notice it. I'm such an idiot. It was right in front of my face. You know, that's what these floor panels should look like. That's what the new alloy floor should look like. You know? And then, of course, you know, building stuff. You know, enlarged window with another enlarged window. You know, now thinking about using this, you know, the enlarged window with a standard six-sided door, you know. The enlarged stone window just as an archway. The enlarged window with, I mean, just the possibilities are ridiculous these days. You know, and this is just one technique, one thing. Just done a couple of different ways, you know, and circles. I mean, we all know circles. We do circles in our sleep these days, you know. So, you know. But that's that. I mean, it's all about that tether, you know, setting up your snap point, you know, where you want it. And then, you know, at the same time, like, all right, do I want the part going up or down, or, you know, how is this going to, you know, work at this angle, and, you know, and that takes some experimenting and, you know, just kind of not thinking about building. Honestly, you're not. You're just like, well, what if I did this? You know, what happens if I do this? What happens if I take that and, all right, well, okay, well, that gives me an idea. Okay, well, now I got to think, all right, if I want to do that, then I got to do this. And, okay, so the connector needs to be this way, and I'm blah, 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 you know. But initially, it's just, you know, chuck stuff around, have fun. Feel the groove, man. And the great thing about this new build mechanic is just throwing crap together looks freaking great. You can't really screw up too much right now. You know, even hand placing stuff in, it might be wonky if you're trying to add something to it, but like the structure itself, if you're not doing anything like blending something into the wall, you know, and the wall's not perfect, so you're getting a weird phase with the next part. It looks good. Like, no, you can be a little bit off. Before, if you were a little bit off, it was like, yeah, you're off. Now it's like the parts, the way that they you know, snap together and blend together when you're doing your, you know, manual placements. I mean, it's just dope. All right, I can blah blah blah, and I can stay up and really figure out a new thing to build right now. But since I've got to work tomorrow morning, I should probably get some sleep. And then I have the following 3 days off. Not sure what day I'm going to stream, but I know Monday. I think perhaps this Monday. I don't know if it's going to be this Monday, but maybe. Beeble and I will be dual streaming again. Now that I have a day that coincides with the day he has, which is pretty great. It'd be fun to stream with Beebs again. So I don't know if it's going to be this Monday. It could be the following or whatnot, but I know it is in the it's in the discussions. So, but I will be streaming on Monday. So, and my time it will be early in the morning for a little bit of coffee and building. So keep an eye out for that. Or, you know, if it is going to be this Monday, I will label it, you know, something that, you know, says, hey, Beeble as well. So anyway, until then, this has been me, Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming. And hopefully y'all had a bit of fun and learned a little something. Until next time, get those action pants on, get them charged up, get out there, and start building some wacky fun stuff. All right, take care, everybody.